Το επόμενο μας θέμα αφορά στην παρουσίαση της Ελλάδας, την γνωστή έκθεση τουρισμού World Travel Market 2017 από την Υπουργό Τουρισμού της Ελλάδας, κυρία Έλενα Κουντουρά, αλλά και από την γνωστή Αγγλίδα ηθοποιό και παρουσιάστρια Joanna Lumley. Την εκδήλωση άνοιξε ο εκπρόσωπος τύπου της ελληνικής πρεσβείας στο Λονδίνο, ο κύριος Άλκης Δελαντώνης, ο οποίος καλωσόρισε τους παρευρισκόμενους. Παρουσίασε ένα βίντεο με τις ομορφιές της Ελλάδος και αμέσως μετά η Υπουργός Τουρισμού, κυρία Έλενα Κουντουρά, έκανε μια εμπεριστατωμένη παρουσίαση του ελληνικού τουρισμού. Ανέλησε στοιχεία, δήλωσε την ευχαρίστησή της για την περασμένη χρονιά, αλλά και την αισιοδοξία της για το 2018, όπου θα είναι ακόμα καλύτερη. Ας παρακολουθήσουμε τους δύο μιλητές και το βίντεο που παρουσιάζουν την Ελλάδα.
Good afternoon, Honorable Έλενα Κουντουρά, Minister of Tourism, Your Excellency Ambassador Giras, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for joining us today for Greece's annual press conference at World Travel Market London. I am Άλκης Δελαντώνης, Press Counselor at the Greek Embassy in London. This afternoon, the Greek Minister of Tourism, Έλενα Κουντουρά, will present an overview of the most recent developments from Greece in tourism and travel, as well as an update of the Ministry's planning for the years ahead. Following the Minister, we are delighted, actually deeply honored, to extend a gracious and grateful welcome to Joanna Lumley, author, actress, and television presenter. I don't know which should go first, Joanna. Joanna will give you a snapshot into the diversity of the country that is Greece. She will also give us an account of your personal experience while traveling throughout the country and filming a captivating four-part documentary series called Greek Odyssey. During her travels in Greece's seas and rugged mainland, literally from corner to corner of the country, Joanna hosted actually a program that truly showcased a country as diverse as no one else, and in part still undiscovered to a great extent. Should I say to a great extent? I don't know if this is an overstatement, an exaggeration, but anyway, you will expand on that, Joanna, I guess, when you take the floor. Now, may I have your attention on this, please? This afternoon, we won't be doing any Q&A session from the stage, but if you have any questions for any of our speakers, you can definitely speak to them or any other representative from Greece while you enjoy a glass of wine and the canapes that will be served just after the speaker section of this press conference is over. It's been a few months ago, a video produced for the Greek National Tourism Organization won the first prize at the United Nations World Tourism Organization Assembly for the best video, the best film in Europe. Viewers are presented with images of small, traditional villages tucked away and in the mountains of Greece, dramatic landscapes, rich cultural heritage, world-famous archaeological sites, mesmerizing islands, and last but not least, culinary treats and recipes. All these elements combined form, we feel, a fascinating destination. So we welcome you to enjoy Greece all year round, 365 days a year, as each season has something special to offer.
Greece is a secret banquet, a feast of hidden delights. Every season something special, and no two places just alike. Greece in summer, the luxury of simplicity, delights the senses, unfolds at a human pace. True luxury can't be bought. The sea has its secrets, waiting to explore. So set your sails. This is your journey. This is your tale. The unknown is the spice of life. Under 100 kinds of blue, ancient cities and sailors, Poseidon's hidden kingdom. Greece in autumn, nature's endless bounty, fruits of the earth, harvest rituals shape the year, work and love go hand in hand. Wine roots of Greece, small vintages, wonderful and rare. Action and adventure on mountain slopes, on forest paths, on wild rivers. Living in the moment, you thrill to be alive. We find ourselves in action, but in stillness too. Magic places and ancient practices heal, rejuvenate the body and the soul. Revelation fills the mind and spirit too, lifts you up in peace and joy. Greece in winter. Lift up your eyes unto the hills, discover the mountains' magic spell, silence of the peaks. 3,000 villages dot the land, climbing from earth to heaven. Milestones on our journey, a human creation, each one unique. At every turn, the age-old greeting, welcome, friend. Greece, an ideal destination for meeting people and exchanging ideas. Greece in spring, paths of discovery and delight. Trace the heart of Greece, and on the way, a feast for the senses. Miles of memories, the journey is the joy. Pleasures of the table, local recipes, local secrets. Hear the stories of the day unfold, and all the senses unite. The memory of a meal can last a lifetime. The feast brings us all together to dance and sing and celebrate. The joy of company, the miracle of life. This is our Greece. Come share it with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to present the Minister of Tourism, Mrs. Έλενα Κουντουρά. Minister, the floor is yours.
Dear all, I would like to welcome you to this event today to give you an update on all latest developments about Greece and everything new that we now offer. I'm very happy to be joining you for the third year at the World Travel Market as the meeting place of the global travel industry. Our goal is to provide a better understanding of Greece, this incredible destination we represent, And our strategy goal for Greece, with its unique brand name and its long-standing tradition in hospitality, is to become a global, attractive 365 destination, and we now promote all the authentic, one-of-a-kind travel experience that Greece offers year-round, and at the same time we shape our future for sustainable tourism growth for all in all coming years. Tourism is a top priority for the Greek government. In the last years, it has emerged as the engine for growth, the driving force for the economy and for society. Tourism represents directly and indirectly more than 20% of our GDP and almost 1 million jobs, and supports all other productive sectors such as primary production, manufacturing, trade and exports, and at the same time is the bridge for projects in energy, infrastructure, transport and new technologies. Our national tourism policy that we began to implement in 2015, focusing 5 strategy pillars, and the results today are here. We extend the official summer touristic season from March to November in several destinations. We enforce our presence in our traditional markets and increased overall tourist packages and connectivity, but we also open new source markets including India, China, Middle East, South Korea, and several emerging European markets. We promoted new Greek destinations, and along with developing thematic tourism, products and new travel experiences, and we have attracted new investments of high added value. We achieved record-breaking results in all tourism figures for 3 years in a row. In 2015, international arrivals, included always with the cruise sector, exceeded 26 million. 2016 exceeded 28 million. And the annual rate of growth is about 7% when the average global tourism is about 3 to 4. So 2015 is a spectacular year, and we hope that the international arrivals, they will reach 30 million tourists. Until October, we had an increase of about 9 to 10% in air arrivals and road arrivals also. From here, the UK, we estimate that we have about 2.9 million, almost 3 million British tourists that they prefer our country for their vacation. More than 1,200,000 additional seats in scheduled flights. And we are very pleased to see a continuous growth from the UK, one of our 2 main traditional markets, and in 2017 arrivals continue to grow strongly. Greek tourism growth was reflected in an increase in other sectors, including retail and exports, increasing tourist flows and new lower limit for tax-free purchases boosted tax-free shopping in Greece by 20%. Tourism is also the champion sector in new business creation in Greece as well as employment. The 16-year record of more than 265,000 new jobs that were created in 2017 until September, and we have more to go, related to tourism. The outlook is very positive for 2018. From our meetings and negotiation with the tour operators and the airlines, the pre-booking started with double-digit growth, and tourist packages are increasing to popular but also to new Greek destinations.
Στη συνέχεια θα παρακολουθήσουμε ένα σύντομο βίντεο για το πώς παρουσιάζει η διάσημη ηθοποιός και παρουσιάστρια την Ελλάδα, αφού όλοι ξέρουμε ότι είναι φιλέλλην. Και στη συνέχεια θα παρακολουθήσουμε ένα απόσπασμα από την ομιλία της, η οποία είχε μόνο καλά λόγια να πει για την Ελλάδα, τους Έλληνες, την κουλτούρα μας και τον αρχαίο πολιτισμό μας.
I'm in Athens, the capital of Greece, and I'm standing on the Acropolis, which was created at the very dawn of European history. Now in this series, I'm going to be studying all things Greek, both ancient and modern, by taking a journey through her incredibly rich history. This is where Western civilization began. Drama, democracy, language, science, medicine. This country has given us so much, and it's influenced the fabric of our everyday life. If you're like me, you probably know something or nothing about Greece. Some names are incredibly familiar. The Parthenon, Zeus, Mount Olympus, Socrates, Zorba the Greek. But beyond this patchwork knowledge is a country as different and surprising as any I've ever visited. Oh, look at this! From the living history of its islands to the turbulent borderlands and remote mountains in the land of the gods. This is Delphi. Roaming through this country to understand modern Greece, I follow a route through some of its most influential past, which shaped the world we live in today.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now delighted to welcome to the stage Miss Joanna Lumley. Joanna.
Minister, what a pleasure. It's so extraordinary that Greece is about the only place I can think of who would have a minister who looks like a movie star. Wonderful, the things that you told us. Is this good for you? Am I coming on and off a bit? Is it okay? My sister is called Eleni. She was given the name by her Greek godmother in India when she was born, Eleni Stavridis. So my sister was called Eleni, so every single day of my life I said Eleni. I went to a boarding school where our dormitories were given the names of the Greek alphabet. So we had alpha, beta, gamma, delta, rho, pi, mu, epsilon. By the time I left school and shared a flat with my sister and two others, we'd become Greek maniacs. And the first time when we could save enough humble money put together from our little measly earnings, the first country we wanted to visit to on holiday was Greece. And so, working as a model at the time, I said during a photographic shoot to one of the other models, if I go to Greece, where do we say we go? And she said, well, you fly to Athens and then you take a boat to Paros. So we flew to Athens. We spent a hot, hot night it was scrunched together and it was so hot before air conditioning in the 60s, taking in turns to sleep in the cold bath of water because it was boiling. Next morning, up at dawn down to Piraeus, and I went to buy the tickets. And I didn't say Paros, I said Poros. So we went to Paros, and do you know, I didn't know we weren't in Paros, and we adored it. We had the most fantastic time. We went to a tiny tourist office and said, where do we stay? And they said, we give you 2 rooms. They were pennies, they were nothing. We stayed with the most divine woman who looked like, she looked like Jeanne Moreau. We called her Jeanne Moreau. In the morning, we'd go down to the harbour and sit there and have yogurt with honey on it, and lovely strong black coffee before we stretched out in the boiling sun and went pitch black. Those are the days before we were nervous about sunshine. Then my life got busier and busier and busier, and I wondered if I would ever get back to Greece. And my husband and I were invited by Kyrie Jacob Lord Rothschild, who's got the most beautiful home in the northeast of Corfu. And we went out there to stay with him. It is so unbelievable to go to Corfu. You sail across from the town of Corfu, across that gorgeous sea shape, across up to where he was. And sailing there, I was just looking at it with my husband. He'd been to Greece before. And just saying, this is it. This is why I feel I'm coming home. From his place, you could see across into Albania and to Butrint, recently excavated by him and Lord Sainsbury, which is, and this is where the passion comes in Butrint, all those millions of years ago, the news was broken that the only god who has ever died, his death was announced in Butrint. The sailors sailed into Butrint and said, the great god Pan is dead. And the women, washing their clothes, dropped things and began to sob and cry. Well, I'm hooked on Greek mythology. So going across with Lord Rothschild to Ioannina in Easter time, and going to the Easter celebrations up in a tiny village far up beyond Ioannina, which is right up towards the Albanian border, mountainous. And at midnight on Easter morning, midnight in the church, it was pitch black, one light from the altar is spread out. Everybody's got candles. Gradually it spreads through the church. Gradually from outside the church out into the village, down the streets. Everybody's holding fire there. And you start with soup, a kind of soup with eggs in it. You break the fast with that. That's exactly it. And then the next day, everywhere there was the smell of roast lamb and people just talking and celebrating and saying Happy Easter to each other. If you went to Greece, where would you go first? Of course you go to Athens, but you might go to Thessaloniki. My God, did I leave my heart in that city, apart from falling in love with the mayor, which I think everybody did. It is a student city. It is phenomenally beautiful, immensely historic, but it is abuzz with life. It is full of cafes and cocktail bars. It's got some of the best when I was there, the best cocktail maker in the world was in Thessaloniki, teaching us how to make cocktails. But you're a spit and a hop away from Mount Olympus. And if you want to know where the gods lived and where the muses were, go down to the valley where the muses were. The 9 muses, I expect you can say all their names, darling. No, you can't, no, nor can I. I tried to remember them for today, but I couldn't. But the 9 muses live in a deep, deep valley with the most beautiful stream running through it. And I went to try to talk to the muses, and they said you must pat the water first, so that they won't be alarmed. They will hear the pat of the water, and they won't fly away. Beyond beautiful, beyond beautiful.
Αγαπητοί φίλοι τηλεθεατές, αυτά είχαμε για σας απόψε. Να σας υπενθυμίσουμε ότι για τα σχόλιά σας μπορείτε να επικοινωνείτε μαζί μας τηλεφωνικά στο 020 82 92 7037 ή μέσω της ηλεκτρονικής μας διεύθυνσης info@hellenictv.net. Και μην ξεχνάτε ότι πλέον μπορείτε να μας παρακολουθείτε στο κανάλι 264 στο Freeview, εντελώς δωρεάν, διαδικτυακά, αλλά και από το Roku Box. Μην χάσετε αμέσως μετά την ταινία «Πρόβα γάμου» και στη συνέχεια την ταινία «Φίφης ο Ακτύπητος». Αύριο Σάββατο στις 7:30 μην χάσετε την εκπομπή «Ανέσπερον φως» που παρουσιάζει και επιμελείται ο πρεσβύτερος Σάββας Δαβίδ Βασιλιάδης. Αμέσως μετά ακολουθεί εκπομπή με το φακό του Hellenic TV που θα σας παρουσιάσει πλάνα και συνεντεύξεις από την πρώτη μέρα το World Travel Market 2017. Την Κυριακή μην χάσετε την εκπομπή Public Awareness Program και αμέσως μετά ακολουθεί η εκπομπή «Πρόσωπα» με τον Βασίλη Παναγή. Τη Δευτέρα παρακολουθήστε την εκπομπή «Ανάδειξέ το», που παρουσιάζει ποικίλα θέματα από διακεκριμένους Έλληνες επαγγελματίες. Την εκπομπή επιμελούνται και παρουσιάζουν η Άννα Νικολαίδη και η Ρούλα Σκουρογιάννη με τους συνεργάτες τους. Ακολουθεί η ταινία «Εξηλαίωση» και αμέσως μετά η εκπομπή «Το ταξίδι της ζωής» με την Αγγίλου Πέσκου. Την Τρίτη στις 8 το βράδυ παρακολουθήστε την εκπομπή «Ποιητική Ανθολογία» που επιμελείται και παρουσιάζει δημοσιογράφος Σούλα Ορφανίδου. Την Τετάρτη μη χάσετε την εκπομπή με το φακό του Hellenic TV που θα σας παρουσιάσει τη διάλεξη του ομοιοπαθητικού δόκτορα Τάσου Βαρθολομαίου. Ακολουθεί η ταινία «Έξυπνη και κορόιδα» και αμέσως μετά η εκπομπή με το φακό του Hellenic TV, στην οποία θα σας παρουσιάσουμε πλάνα και συνεντεύξεις από την πρώτη μέρα του φετινού World Travel Market. Την Πέμπτη παρακολουθήστε το Πολιτιστικό Ημερολόγιο, μια εκπομπή με πολιτιστικό και ενημερωτικό χαρακτήρα που παρουσιάζει η Σουζάννα Καζάκα στις 8. Μην χάσετε τις εκδηλώσεις των επόμενων ημερών. Αύριο, 25 Νοεμβρίου, θα πραγματοποιηθεί η ετήσια χορεσπερίδα του Συνδέσμου Ριζοκαρπασιτών Βρετανίας στο Grand Palace, στο Wood Green. Τη Δευτέρα, 27 Νοεμβρίου, θα πραγματοποιηθεί ανοιχτή πολιτική συγκέντρωση με ομιλητή τον υποψήφιο πρόεδρο της Κυπριακής Δημοκρατίας, Νικόλα Παπαδόπουλο. Το Σάββατο 2 Δεκεμβρίου θα πραγματοποιηθεί η χριστουγεννιάτικη χορεσπερίδα του ΔΣ Ηνωμένου Βασιλείου στο Penner Suite στις 7 το βράδυ. Στη χορεσπερίδα θα παραστεί ο πρόεδρος του Δημοκρατικού Συναγερμού, κ. Σαβέροφ Νεοφύτου. Την Κυριακή 3 Δεκεμβρίου, ο Σύνδεσμος Αχνιωτών Ηνωμένου Βασιλείου διοργανώνει χριστουγεννιάτικο χορό στο Κυπριακό Κοινοτικό Κέντρο στις 6.30 το απόγευμα. Το Σάββατο 9 Δεκεμβρίου θα πραγματοποιηθεί ο χριστουγεννιάτικος χορός του ΑΚΕΛ Βρετανίας στο Κυπριακό Κοινοτικό Κέντρο. Αγαπητοί φίλοι τηλεθεατές, αυτά είχαμε για σας απόψε. Η εκπομπή Ομογένεια εδώ Λονδίνο θα σας παρουσιάζει και θα σας ενημερώνει κάθε Παρασκευή στις 8 και 4 όλες τις δραστηριότητες της Ομογένειας στη Μεγάλη Βρετανία. Ευχαριστούμε που μας παρακολουθήσατε. Καλό σας βράδυ!